Hey guys, Layla here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be drawing some OCs of yours. So basically all throughout October I did the Inktober art challenge, and I also had a little giveaway going on where I would choose 5 of my followers to draw their OCs. So I've already chosen those 5 followers of mine, and today I'm going to go ahead and draw them. So first up is Road Films LTD Fan, and she has a mermaid original character. I'll have a picture here up on the side, and it was super cute. I loved how colorful it is, so I'm going to start off with hers. And so she's got a cute little rounded head. I'm just going to do a cute little pose. Had to adjust the size of that face I got going on. It was just a little too high and a little too big, it seemed. So this looks a bit better. And then I'm going back to this tail, kind of gonna flip it to the side a bit, make it come curve round under, and then a tail. Alright, we got a bit of a cutesy pose going on here. I really like it. I think it works for this type of a character. And then she looks like she has super long, flowy hair that's mostly out of her face. And it seems to be wavy, like so. I didn't like that first hairline that I had, so I erased it and tried something else that I feel fits better. Alright, and I'm just now going ahead and adding any sort of details. I pretty much think this is done. I want to keep the sketch simple. I don't want to get too crazy. Alright, that's that. So I've got these fine liners, which I used all throughout, oh, not this one, all throughout Inktober. So I figured I'd break them out again because I liked them the first time. And as always, I like to start with the eyes. And I really love the description about the characters, like personality and stuff. The character's name is Pearl, and Pearl really loves animals and treasure. She also has 2 really cute sidekicks that I am leaving out only because I don't feel 100% confident with my animal art skills. The first is Jelly, the jellyfish, and then Crabby, the crab. And so with the line art done, I'm going to go in and start coloring. I'm just using my classic Ohuhus from their new 200 set. And Pearl has a really cute and vibrant color scheme going on with the hair and her fin and her eyes. It's all like super vibrant and I love it. So the eyes are blue, and I gotta add my signature shinies. And then her hair transitions from this blue color into this purple kind of color, like so. And it's a little harder to get a good blend with the classic markers, but not impossible. And then that purple fades into this super pretty pink. And this is one of my favorite colors from Ohuhu's classic markers. It's definitely been a while since I've done a hair color that transitions from one color to the next. I think the last time I did a transitioning hair color was the video that I did showing how to blend Ohuhu marker colors. And the color I used then were also kind of the same too. So it's fun to be doing this again. And then her seashell bra and her fin basically match her hair in the same sort of colors. And so right now I'm using the chisel nib for her fin, or tail really. And it just helps with getting a better blend between these 2 colors because there's more ink to sort of blend with. And then I just go back and forth between these 2 colors. And then add in my last color, which is this blue. I'm gonna bring it up, and it's a lot brighter than this purple, so blending it is gonna be a little harder. And I'm just doing the tip-to-tip method, try and get a more seamless blend, because just going over it isn't really enough at the moment. Helped a little bit, but still not what I was hoping for. But that's not too bad. And then I'm gonna do the fin, kind of the same way I did the seashell bra, because it also incorporates all 3 colors. So I'm basically just outlining it with the blue color. And then finally, I'm going to color in this cute little starfish, which kind of looks orangey reddish to me on the reference picture. And then maybe a nice bolded outline on the character. And that's that. So this was a really fun and vibrant character to be working on. I really love the color scheme and the fact that I got to do this beautiful transition hair and this transition fin. I love it. And so next up is Ghastly's character, Vermina. And this character pretty much has the opposite kind of color scheme. It's dark and, I don't know, somber, moody, but I really like it. The character has a lot of spiky armor, which is one of the cool aspects of this character. All right, I think I'm done with the sketch. Now I'm going to start lining. And Vermina is a half-dragon girl who inherits the power to calm and train dragons from her mother. And this character also has the power to manipulate darkness, which actually caused people to think she was a witch, which then led to her being outcasted, which is horrible. Aww. But the cool thing is she found comfort in creatures of her world. So I'm glad for her. I'm glad she found a coping mechanism. And it suits her, I think, if she's a dragon tamer. And she also has a pet companion named Sooon. I think I'm saying that right. Who's a baby, oh man, wyvern? I have no idea how to say that. It's a type of dragon, I believe. I don't know. I need to brush up on my dragon lore. But I like the companion's background story. So basically it was born from the sadness and rage of Vermina when she was outcasted. And I was like, wow, that's really interesting. And super sad. But also like great because it ended up saving her life when she was being outcasted, I suppose. Perhaps the village people were trying to kill her. You know, the whole kill the witch. Okay, so I think my liner is done, and I can go ahead and move on to coloring her. So I'm going to be using this super pale purple on her skin, although it seems a little dark. I actually think I might do a super pale gray, because that's what it mostly looks like her skin color is, mixed with purple shading. And I'll probably leave some white in there for some strong highlights. Really like the color scheme on this character. And I'm a big fan of purple too, so I wouldn't say it's my favorite color, but it is a pretty color. And it does seem that this hair also has a transition color. It feels like it gets more purple the further down it gets. So I'm adding in this really light purple, starting at the bottom and then kind of just flicking up to meet the bluish gray that I've got going on up top. So I'm using a greenish gray just to like vary up my tones a bit. I don't want to use just one sort of gray because then everything will look like it's blending together. At least when it comes to marker art, I feel. And I'm using that same gray to do her armor and clothing. And then finally some bold outline to finish it up. And that's that. So I really like this one too. I think I was able to really capture a lot of personality with this character. So I'm very happy with that. So on to character number 3. And so this next character that we have is CreativaArtly's OC. And her name is Neela, I think is how you would pronounce it. It's either Neela or Nila, but I'm gonna guess Neela. All right. And so I pretty much have this sketch done. So it's time to ink. And so Neela is a 25-year-old female. And she grew up an orphan, but later became a goddess. That's amazing. And she's also the wife to a demigod named Falco and has a demigod son, Nilex. All right, so now that the liner is done, went ahead and I picked out my Ohuhu colors that I feel best match the reference pic shown. And so this color that I'm starting out with is color 26, just using it as a base. And then I'm going to do 25 for some shading. And then her hair is blonde, so I've got 49 and 44 for a darker tone. And then this isn't a transitional kind of hair style, but she does have these really cute bangs, with one stripe being this really pretty pink and the other stripe being this really pretty blue. I really like it. And then her crown is green and her dress is green and blue. And the green that I have is tinted with a bit of blue in it because I figured it would just mesh really well with the blue of the dress. And I think it does, because you can still obviously tell it's green because the blue of the dress really brings out the green color. And then I just got this cool strappy design up top, right? And then as a final touch, I'm going ahead and giving her the same bold outline, and that's that. So I really like this piece. One of my favorite parts is the twist that I was able to kind of show in the dress. I don't know, it just kind of feels like there's a lot of movement in it. And I really like the colored bangs. That's probably one of my favorite parts. So on to character number 4. And so this next character is ChigaChigaChig's OC. So she's got these really huge wings back here. And then she's also got a tail. Woo, I'm going to make it all swoopy. She kind of looks like a gargoyle. I'm not sure what she is. But she is a goddess. So that's cool. All right. I totally changed course with where I wanted to go with this. Went ahead and I erased a little bit of the original pose I was going for. Because she looked, I don't know, just not centered right. So I'm changing her up. And then I'm still going to kind of keep the swoopiness of the tail. And her skirt looks like it has an opening. So if it does, with her legs going up, her skirt would kind of fall back like so. And then her legs would just show. All right. So now I'm just going to go ahead and ink it. And I really like the name Isis. Probably because I used to have a character named Isis. So that probably makes me a little biased. I'm hoping I'll be able to erase these orange lines well. All right, and there we go. I would say the line art's done. I'm going to erase some of the orange lines just to make sure that it doesn't show through too much in areas that I completely changed. So I erased as much as I could of the mistake lines, but they're still kind of there, but it's very light. All right, I'm going to start out with her skin. And her skin is like this bluish color. And the color palette for this character is pretty simple as well. She's mainly this bluish color with her clothing being purple, her hair being pink, and her eyes being a golden color. And I know I keep saying, oh, the color palette is simple on this character and that character and so on and so forth. But honestly, when I used to do commissions, I used to get some crazy, over-cluttered, multiple color kind of characters. And it was just a lot sometimes. So it's nice to be able to do characters that are kind of more minimalistic when it comes to colors. And that's never a bad thing. You know the whole saying of less is more. And that's so true when it comes to some designs of characters. And all these characters so far have been great. And then her clothing is purple. I'm just using the color 172, which I believe is exclusive to just the 200 count pack of Ohuhus, and I believe the 160. All right, and then she has pink hair, and she also has her wings on the underside with pink as well. And then lastly, her golden eyes. So I'm using my lightest yellow, which is 49, and then an orangey color for the pupils. And there we go. And then of course, last but not least, the thicker outline. And I usually do this because I like how it looks in the end, but also it helps clean up any areas that I may have just ever so slightly went outside the lines. And done. So, my favorite part about this is the color scheme. It uses pretty much all my favorite colors. I love the tealish blue that I used for the skin. The purple of her outfit is another favorite color of mine. My ultimate favorite, of course, as you may already know, is the pink. So I overall just love the pose that I was able to do as well. And I'm glad I went with this second pose idea instead of the first. I feel like it better suits the character, I think, than what I had going the first time around. So, on to character 5. And so the last character here that I'm drawing belongs to user It's Chocolate. And her character's name is, I want to say, Angeli. And she seems like a really cute character who likes ice cream a lot. All right, so that's my sketch. And I'm going to go ahead and line it. And Angeli is 11 years old. So I tried to sort of capture that young sort of look with big eyes. And she's kind, cute, and happy, according to Chocolate, and also loves milkshakes as much as she loves ice cream. Can relate. All right, and then this pretty much completes line art. So let's move on to the coloring. And like before, another nice, simple color scheme. And then some blue eyes. Blue eyes definitely seem to be quite popular. I think this is like my third character with them. My favorite color eyes are green. My go-to OC has green eyes. And the hair is also a blue color. And then do some shading into the hair. I also darkened her eye a bit, right in this area, because it was looking a little too light, like you couldn't see her pupil. So I just got a darker blue. And I might do the same with her hair. So I'm using this blue that's a little darker than the base blue that I used. But I think I'm going to have to use a slightly darker blue to make it like really stand out. Okay, so I'm going to take this really dark blue and color in back here and around the hair in some areas. And then some shinies on the hair here and definitely on the bangs. And then finally, her shirt, which is green on this upper top area and then pink on this area. So I went with this, I don't know, sort of rosy sort of pink, and then this much stronger pink for shading. And then I'm going to add a little speech bubble, a cloudy one. There we go. Oh, so cute. And then lastly, I'm going to outline it all like I did the others. And that's that. Just this little line right here. All right, so that completes our 5th character. Let me just move all my stuff out of the way so I can gather up all the characters that I did. So this was the first one, which was the mermaid. And then our second, really like the horns. And then our third, which I really liked her bangs. Our 4th, and last but not least, our 5th. So that concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe comment, like, and subscribe. And I will be doing more of these, guys. So keep an eye out for when I announce another contest for these. So I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.